Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. This might be the most important sports post I've made today. What we're going to talk about in this video is Jimmy Garoppolo's staged injury, the New England Patriots quarterback, Week 2, September 18th, 2016, and what that staged injury has to do with the staged injury of Drew Bledsoe, September 23rd, 2001, that gave way to Tom Brady and what we now know as the Patriots dynasty. A dynasty that has been scripted, planned, and used to mock the people of the United States of America and people who follow the sport of professional football. If you doubt that the NFL is scripted, staged, please pay attention carefully until the end of this video. You will have no doubts by the time I'm finished. And if you feel angry from this information, what you need to do with that anger is use it appropriately. And that's by spreading truth to your friends and family who follow the NFL that is a staged, rehearsed, monumental joke, a mocking of the people. People need to stop wasting their money, their time, their energy on these sports, and all the proof for that is in this video. We're going to talk about how these two quarterback injuries have been staged for the Patriots. We're going to talk about what they have to do with September 11th, 2001, as well as Super Bowl 51 upcoming this year. So, Drew Bledsoe, the former quarterback of the Patriots, he was injured September 23rd, 2001. Tom Brady came in, and the rest is history. The day that happened was New Year's Day of the French Republican calendar coming out of the French Revolutionary War. It was also a date with 33 numerology. France is home of the plus 33 international dialing code. 33 is a number of Freemason obsession. The player who injured Drew Bledsoe was Mo Lewis. And Mo Lewis spelled his name like this, M-O, no E, M-O Lewis, sums to 33 in gematria, just like false flag, on a date with 33 numerology, and just after the NFL season started back up after September 11th, 2001, which was an incident very much centered around the number 33. Supposedly, commercial airplanes flew into the World Trade Centers. This was a member of the New York Jets injuring Drew Bledsoe of the Patriots. The World Trade Centers, they were built, or construction began, August of 1968. In 1968, 911 was also made the national emergency dialing code. It's also the year George W. Bush graduated from Yale and Skull and Bones. 33 years later, September 11th, 2001 would happen. George W. Bush was the president. George W. Bush was born July 6th, a span of 68 days from September 11th. We'll talk about Vinny Testaverde, the quarterback of the Jets in this game. Vinny Testaverde equals 68. That's the year the Jets won the AFL and the Super Bowl III, with Joe Namath. If you missed my work on this week's football game, Buffalo versus Jets, Thursday Night Football, I said why the Jets would win that game. I talked about what they had to do with 1968 and the Jets, and the game finished with a sum of 68 points. Your NFL is scripted every week by the numbers. We'll talk about Mo Lewis and his jersey number 57 in a little bit too. Joe Namath, the quarterback in 1968. Joe Namath, 33. We just saw Ryan Fitzpatrick at age 33 coming into the game with 33 touchdowns with the Jets, win over the Bills. 111th game all-time between both teams. New York equals 111. September 11th, the day that leaves 111 days left in the year. Primetime game. Morris Lewis. Mo Lewis was born October 21st, 1969. He was born in Atlanta, Georgia on the 33rd parallel, the 84th meridian. He's born in the only month with 33 gematria. For one more 33 in the equation, the number of Freemason fixation. Freemasons believe in duality, divide and conquer, order out of chaos. The NFL was split into two conferences in 33. The day Mo Lewis was born, October 21st, 1969, that's a date with 119 numerology. And here we are talking about a major injury right after September 11th, a date in most parts of the world written 11/9. Star of David equals 119, the symbol of the Zionists. All-seeing eye equals 119. Both symbols on our currency since the time of the Federal Reserve. Master plan equals 119. Fresh kills equals 119. Right after September 11th, they took the debris immediately to dumps in Fresh Kills, the landfill in New York that was built in 47. Fresh Kills, the small way equals 47. Building 7 that fell on September 11th was 47 floors tall, 47,000 square feet each floor, named after a man, Haim Solomon, born on April 7th. Haim equals 47. We'll be talking about 47 and its significance. The first Super Bowl was in the 47th year of the league. I just want you to know these numbers are important. Fresh Kills equals 47 the small way, 119 the big way. Built in 47. Where Mo Williams was born on the 33rd parallel, the 84th meridian, United States of America equals 84, the Twilight Zone equals 84, Revolutionary War 84, special number to the history of this nation, Obama equals 84 in Jewish gematria. He's born on 8/4. In the book 1984, written after World War II, this is one of the quotes from it. Football, beer, and above all gambling filled up the horizon of their minds. To keep them in control was not difficult. If you've never read 1984, it's a futuristic book written at the time of World War II about a nation of people ruled over by screens and propaganda and lies. It's a nation that's always at war, but the people don't really know why. The book is a mocking of us, just like the NFL is, just like everything on TV is, just like September 11th was. September 11th, whole bunch of lies, all for control, like football and beer, pacifying people. If you never read 1984, the main character is Winston 33. At the end of the book, he gets turned. He goes from the good side to the turned side. 33, a special number, name, code name. So that year, the Patriots began 0-2. We're going to be talking about the Colts being 0-2 again. They were 0-2 the year they faced the Patriots in the AFC Championship in Deflategate. Look at this shot from the day of the injury. This is Drew Bledsoe down here, number 83 standing over him. Remember, football's the 83 number. The best QB draft class, they said, was 1983. Football 83. Tom Brady born on 8/3. Peyton Manning born on the 83rd day of the year. Joe Flacco and every QB on the Ravens roster, their name sums to 83. A whole lot of NFL players with 83 names. So here's what's interesting. Drew Bledsoe in gematria sums to 112. This year, the Super Bowl's in Houston. Houston's 112. Tom Brady's currently 39 years old. If the Patriots end up in this Super Bowl, which is possible, I don't think they're going to get there. I think they're going to get beat by the Colts. I think the Colts are going to have a comeback year. Right now, they're down and out, injured, 0-2. We'll get to why I think the Colts are coming back. I think it's going to be revenge for Deflategate. But if the Patriots do make it, which is possible, remember that Brady's 39 because NRG equals 39. NRG Stadium in Houston that's hosting the upcoming Super Bowl. Construction began on March 9th, 3/9. Tom Brady's only lost in 2 Super Bowls, both to the New York Giants. New York equals 39. September 11th had a lot to do with New York. You know, the Patriot Act came out of that. The New England Patriots dynasty came out of that. Talk more about Tom Brady and New York. If we get a third Super Bowl between the Giants and Patriots, this will be why. But anyway, Drew Bledsoe 112, Houston 112, Houston hosting the Super Bowl this year. That year when the Patriots were looking done for early, they were 0-2, and then came Tom Brady and the scripted outcome. Notice the score of that game where Tom Brady got his first play. Tom Brady had 46 passing yards in this game, by the way. The last Super Bowl he lost to the Giants was Super Bowl 46, NYG's 46. Anyway, the Jets won that game with 10 points. The Patriots with 3, 13 combined points. Look at this. If you write out 10 in gematria, it sums to 39. This year, the Giants had the 10th pick in the draft. They drafted Eli Manning, the QB of the team, Apple, the Big Apple. He changed his name to Apple 2 years ago at Ohio State. Just goes to show these players know what they're doing, going from scripted college football to the scripted NFL. Maybe not every guy in the college field knows that they're in on the rigging, but every guy in the NFL does. And all of you who are posting that you know people who are in the NFL who say it's not rigged, just stop. People lie, and people lie for money. You expect liars who are paid millions to tell you what they're really up to? That's why they're paid so much, so they keep their mouths shut. And for those of you going, what about the guys who just make $300,000? Just $300,000? How many years do you have to work at your sorry-ass job for the next, almost every day of the year to make $300,000? $300,000 is a lot of money. Some of you guys say it like it's nothing. So anyway, 10, the number that connects to 39. In the Old Testament, the 39 books, there's the story of the 10 Commandments. James Madison once made 39 proposals on a date with 39 numerology that became the 10 Bill of Rights. The name Madison equals 39. Think about Madison Square Garden in New York. NY's 39, MSG for Madison Square Garden's 39, NRG, the stadium this year in Houston, 39. If you've never seen the movie Oblivion, the movie shows MetLife Stadium, but talks about 2017 being the last Super Bowl ever, while Tom Cruise, the actor in that movie, is wearing a Yankees cap. Empire's 39, New York, the Empire State, New York, the small way, 39. New York, established on a date with 39 numerology. George Clinton, the first governor, born in 39, the name George equals 39. The reflection of 39 is 93. A lot of 93 at the World Trade Center, 93 World Trade Center bombing. Flight 93 in Pennsylvania. First flight to hit floors 93 through 99. Second plane to hit at 9:03 a.m. Propaganda equals 93. The new building there, One World Trade Center. One World Trade Center equals 93. Anyway, the day Bledsoe got hurt, they said the temperature was 74 degrees. I want you to pay attention to this temperature. They do this in every nation. I know this because people are always commenting to me. Tonight on the news, they said it was 74 degrees. And I mentioned this 3 years ago. The news up here always reports that the temperature is 74 degrees. It's like people aren't paying attention. 74 is a special number of the Freemasons. It's why our nation's birthday is July 4th. New York's also on the 74th meridian. Masonic 74, Jewish 74, English 74, Gematria 74, Holiday 74, Independence Day 74, 7/4 birthday, news that reports it's 74 degrees all the time. If you pay attention, you'll realize some days you're like, what? It's not 74. It could feel way colder. It could feel way warmer. They'll just say it's 74. Watch your news. It's all a joke. That same game where Bledsoe got hurt and Brady took over, the Jets had 111 rushing yards. New York won 11. September 11th, the day that leaves 111 days left in the year. We just saw the Bills and Jets play for the 111th time, a game summing to 68 points. Vinny Testaverde in this game had 137 passing yards. 137 is the 33rd prime. His birth name's Vincent, 33. Think about Shea, Mets, Jets, 33. They tore the final part of Shea down at 11:22 in the afternoon. JFK killed on 11:22 in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a 33rd degree Freemason. 11 plus 22, 33. Vinny Testaverde, 68, like 33 years before 2001. I was young when Vinny Testaverde was in the NFL, and I was a good athlete back then, and I used to think, how can Vinny Testaverde be in the NFL? This guy sucks. I mean, I wish in my prime I could have thrown the ball against guys like Vinny Testaverde and Sean Hill. These guys have no business in professional sports getting paid millions of dollars. They don't have the capability. What are they doing out there? It's because they're born into it. It's because the league's rigged. It's all part of a monumental mocking. Vinny Testaverde, a big guy, not much talent. I noticed Drew Bledsoe had 28 attempts before he went out. Interesting, the 159 yards, New Testament, has the connection to 159. This nation created out of the book of Revelation, the book of prophecy that concludes the New Testament. You think about Christianity and football and Sunday. Sunday equals 84, like United States of America, like Jesuit. If you want to know more about this information, you got to go through my work. I don't know if you guys can hear that. All of a sudden it's monsoon in here. The weather is crazy. But anyway, 28, another special number. There's only two numbers when written out, 28 and 33, that sum to 156. Special number, the number 911 is the 156th prime number. False flag in Jewish gematria equals 156. The firm that built the World Trade Centers, Magnuson Klemenkic Associates, their name in gematria sums to 156. September 11th was a very well-planned false flag by the numbers that have meaning to this game. So the Patriots started out 0-2 that year. They lost at Cincinnati. Then they lost to the Jets. Then, you know what's interesting about them losing at Cincinnati, by the way, on 9-9? New England equals 99. This week was their 99th game against the Dolphins, and they beat them where Garoppolo got hurt. Anyhow, in week 3, look at this. They blow out the Colts. They started off 0-2, then under Tom Brady, they blow out the Colts 44-13. What's so interesting about this game is Tom Brady had 168 passing yards. New York City equals 168. On September 11th, 2002, Johnny Unitas, the former quarterback of the Colts, the NFL legend, would drop dead. Colts first team that the Patriots got a win against with 44 points, the kill number. The World Trade Centers opened on 4-4. They played Miami the week after that. So, notice the game with the Colts. It was 44-13, a sum of 57 points. It was Mo Williams, number 57, that took out Drew Bledsoe. If you write out 57, it sums to the same thing as championship, the same thing as Super Bowl. Tom Brady would get his first playoff start, the Tuck Rule game against the Raiders, January 19th, 119, 131 days after September 11th, would go on to win the Super Bowl. This year, the Super Bowl in Houston, it's on a date with 44 numerology. We're going to be talking about the Colts and Andrew Luck, who played his high school ball in Houston. I think somehow all of this is going to come full circle in favor of the Colts this time with the death of Johnny Unitas and with what happened this week. Get into the movie Oblivion that talks about 2017 being the last Super Bowl. Oblivion 44, like the numerology this year. Makes me go, Houston, do we have a problem? The date Tom Brady got his first playoff start, January 19th, 2002 against the Raiders, date with 42 numerology, NYC 42. We just saw the trash can and New Jersey bombings on a date with 42 numerology. Freemason equals 42, number of the builders. Tom Brady 4-2 in Super Bowls right now, might be done there. From September 11th, again to that game with the Tuck Rule, 131 days, the Super Bowl number. New York, Tuck Rule, 111. Isn't it interesting? Here's Tom Brady's game against the Colts, 168 passing yards, no touchdowns, still won the game 44-13. New York City, 168. So now let's get to the parallels to Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo was injured September 18th, 2016, a date with 27 numerology. And he would be injured after his 27th attempt by number 47. And this injury, it came exactly 47 days from Tom Brady's birthday. So Tom Brady's sitting out right now because of Deflategate. 47 days from his birthday, number 47 takes out Jimmy Garoppolo, who was starting to steal the show. You know, all this talk of how good he looks, how poised he looks, how handsome he is. Then look, 47 comes to wipe out Jimmy G. If you didn't see my preview video for Patriots Cardinals and why Jimmy G was going to win that game despite them being the 10-point underdogs, go check it out. It's all by the numbers. What I want to say about number 47 is the day Drew Bledsoe was hurt. That was New Year's Day of the French Republican calendar. France equals 47, Republican equals 47, the word time equals 47. The firm that built the World Trade Centers out of Seattle on the 47th parallel. The first Super Bowl in the 47th season of the NFL. Think about Super Bowl 47 between the Harbaugh brothers. Had the 33-minute blackout. This year, Super Bowl 51 is the 47th Super Bowl of the modern era. So 47, a number connected to Super Bowls and this year's. The Miami Dolphins are 51 years old this year. Conspiracy equals 51. Houston Texans equals 51. Federal equals 51. Houston Texans hosting Super Bowl 51. From the date of the injury to Garoppolo's upcoming birthday is 45 days, and New England in Gematria sums to 45. Remember, the Patriots won Deflategate 45-7, a sum of 52 points. Garoppolo equals 52. He defeated the Cardinals 52 days before his birthday. The word prophecy equals 52. The Masons working from prophecy. His birthday, 11/2, can be written 2/11, like 211, the 47th prime. AFC champion equals 211. So does Houston, Houston equals 112. His birthday can also be written 11/2, like 112, like Houston, like Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe. You know, Drew Bledsoe went down for Brady. Now is Jimmy Garoppolo going down for Brady at age 39? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Sports are scripted by the numbers, as I'm showing you. If this is blowing your mind how this is done, let me explain to you how it's done, because I get it from researching it for 3 years. These madmen, they have scripted things out way in advance. It's why Albert Pike, the Freemason, wrote that there'd be 3 world wars. He wrote that 43 years before the First World War. He was a Civil War general. Civil War equals 43. Charleston equals 43, where the Civil War began. Lincoln, the Civil War president, born on the 43rd day of the year. Anyway, they've scripted things out way in advance. So what's going on is all your Super Bowls are scripted and planned as part of an ongoing narrative, synced up with the news and everything, like September 11th and the Patriots. And people are being born into this world and this Masonic network of people in the know, and they're being born and groomed to fill the positions of these scripted things, these stage sports, these stage political races. It's all planned. It's all being executed by the numbers. And if you realize that thousands of people in the world are in the know of this, operating this way, have computers, that probably do the programming for them, make it easy, it's not so hard to see how they're pulling it off. A lot of people who come here think that I've decoded how the matrix works that we live in. There is something weird going on organically with the numbers, but all this sports scripting, the Jets, come on, the Jets taking out the Patriot, Jets into the World Trade Centers. Come on, you guys. That's not God. That's the satanic assholes who rule over us. And you don't have to be religious to see that they're satanic, because all satanic means is self-worshiping. These people are self-worshiping. So the guy who made the hit on Jimmy Garoppolo, he's Kiko Alonso, right? Kiko Alonso, born August 14th, 1990, currently 26 years old. This number has everything to do with the shape of the football. Watch my old video on the Vesica Piscis, the mandorla, the football. 26, special number. The reason the English alphabet's 26 letters is it has everything to do with the shape of the football, which is the shape of our eyes, the shape of a woman's womb. Has everything to do with creation. But anyway, from this dude's birthday to the day he hurt Jimmy Garoppolo is 35 days. Tom Brady equals 35. Everything about Tom Brady's Deflategate story is coded by the number 35. I have like 10 videos on Deflategate making fun of it, how ridiculous all the headlines have been the last couple years. It's been all 35. And Jimmy Garoppolo starting because of the whole Deflategate thing. Let's see. The QB who came in for Jimmy Garoppolo was Jacoby Brissett, Gematria 51. We're talking about the year of Super Bowl 51. Brissett alone equals 31. The Patriots won 31-24. See how this goes? It's all by the numbers. It's all planned. All the puppets are in position. Your NFL players are born and bred to be. They change their names if they're not, like Eli Apple. Look at the way the Colts and Broncos game just ended. The Colts, Patriots, all these teams share history. Broncos with Manning, Brady, Elway. There's just this whole chain of history in the NFL. I put out a longer video earlier today about the rigging of every single NFL Week 2 game. Please watch that video. It's in the description. You just have to watch the first 2 minutes and see what I show you with the Panthers and 49ers. But if you have the time to watch it all because it's all important. But look. Yesterday, Andrew Luck, he just turned 27 years old. His game ended with the strip sack fumble for the Denver touchdown to put the game away while Denver was sitting at 26 points. This play was just like the end of Super Bowl 50 with Von Miller getting the sack fumble and then the Denver getting the quick touchdown. This was a big tribute to last year's Super Bowl game. The Panthers were 15-1, coached by Ron Rivera, who went 15-1 with the 85 Bears, the last Chicago team to win a Super Bowl. National Football League equals 85. The National Football League was born in Chicago. Anyway, 151's a lot like 15-1. Strip fumble, puts the game away, puts the Broncos up by 14 points. If you write out 14, it has the same gematria as Super Bowl, as Broncos, as Baltimore, where the Colts are originally from. The other thing about a minute 51 is it's also 111 seconds. 111 seconds. New York 111. There's something going on here with the Colts and New York and all this scripting over the years. Johnny United's death. Patriots blowing out the Colts on their way to the Super Bowl. Deflategate. From the day Prince died this year, Prince died on the 112th day of the year at age 57. I predicted he would die in February. The day of his death, I talked about the connections to sports championships. From the day he died to the day of Andrew Luck getting stripped with this game ending at a minute 51 was also 151 days. Prince performed in Super Bowl 41, won by the Colts. Against Super Bowl 41, Baltimore 41, 14 equals 41. The Colts lost by 14 with the scripted finish. Look at this. The Colts this year, you guys, they're going to play in Houston on October 16th. That game's 112 days before the Super Bowl in Houston. Houston 112, Horseshoe 112, Andrew Luck 112. The symbol for this year's Super Bowl back here almost looks like a horseshoe. Pretty sure the Colts are going to be in the Super Bowl and lose to whoever they play. The Giants or the Vikings. I think that's why they lost against the Broncos. Chuck Pagano, the head coach, stuck at 41 wins. Next week they play the Chargers. Chargers makes me think about electricity and the blackout at Super Bowl 47 for 33 minutes. It also makes me think about Eli Manning, who was drafted by the Chargers before his dad, Archie Manning, threw a hissy fit that got him shipped to the New York Giants, where he's now in his 13th year. 13. That first Jets-Patriots game with the injury, 10-3, 13 points, a number that divides into 39. By the way, Drew Bledsoe is also who gave way to Tony Romo in a game against the New York Giants. If you missed my video on this week's preview for the Giants and Saints game where I said the Giants would win and the Giants would become 16-13 against the Saints and the game finished 16-13, if you missed that, I talked about it. The entire NFL scripted by the same numbers, recycled again and again. There's just been all these clues, you guys, for the Colts. I'm not worried about the Colts not being in the Super Bowl because they're down 0-2 again. You know, this is just how the narrative scripted. Look at what I saw in the offseason. Marvin Harrison caught 112 touchdown passes from Peyton Manning. At age 39, he won the Super Bowl. Do you guys get it? The first time Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl, his brother won the next year. He just won it last year at age 39. 39 is the New York number. That's why I'm pretty sure the Giants are going to be there. Look at this kind of stuff they're putting in front of our eyes. Andrew Luck played his high school ball in Houston. Luck equals 47. It's the 47th Super Bowl of the modern era. Oliver Luck in Pythagorean gematria sums to 47, played his entire NFL career for the Houston Oilers. That's why Andrew Luck played his high school ball in Houston. You know? If you don't want to see the truth, you know, it's up to you. If you want to see the truth, watch my videos, subscribe to this channel, follow my work. I put out the best content every day. You know, you can search the whole internet. You won't find more truth, more valuable information packed into the videos I put out. Until next time.